Alright guys, and welcome back to the channel. So it's the day after I caught that bass on the beach yesterday. I've tried a different mark today. I've tried a mark where I've had my biggest bass on bait. I've had one off here at £8.15, just under £9. It's my biggest bass off this mark. It's a mark that tends to fish on the flood of the tide, but I've decided to come down about 2.5 hours before low, and I'm going to fish it down. I'm going to fish it 2 hours of the flood as well and see how we get on. I've got plenty of bait to use up, that's why I've come down early. I need to use this bait when I've got about, I'd say about 40 crab, and I've still got about 40 crab at home as well. And I've got about, I'd say about 50 lug there as well, like that need used up. So I've got plenty of bait. It's just the bait that they had yesterday, to be fair. And yeah, just see how we get on. I've got a mix of females and male crabs here. There's a big cock crab there, if you can see that, and his shell's cracking. I don't know if you can see. There we go, right there. His shell's cracking there, so he'll be getting used on the flood of the tide when I've had fish in the past. And also a little cock crab there, splitting. Sweet, there we go. Also got some cracking size female crab as well, good sizes. She's just starting to split her. She's not like fully cracked, but she's starting to split. That's what pretty much my bait's like, and obviously I've got lugworm there as well. And yeah, just hoping to pull something out again today. I've had, when the tide's like it is now, because there's a big sea on today, I've had cod off this mark as well. So I got a chance of a bass and a cod today off this mark as well. So, but always from low water on the flood, a couple hours is when you seem to get fish. It's a 1.3 today, so it will help out quite quick. It will bottom out, but on the flood of the tide, you will, maybe an hour before I pack up, that's when you'll maybe start seeing the fish like, and you might get a quick half an hour of 2, 3, 4 bites, you know, and one of them fish could be a good fish as well. I have a feeling there will be a good fish about in this area today. Whether or not I catch it or not, I don't know, but there is big fish here, like big bass, like, you know. Obviously I don't name my marks where I'm fishing and that. Some locals might be able to tell features, but I don't say out, like, particularly on bassy marks, because there is people that with boats and they've got gill nets and whatnot, and they do have permission to net them, like, so I'd rather not say where I'm fishing, like, you know. Like with the cod, well, they don't really gill net cod, but as I say, I don't like telling people where I'm fishing for cod either, because the marks will just get absolutely hammered. Like, people know that I fish the cliffs and that, but there's loads of marks where you can fish over there, and there's only one mark, like I said yesterday, that's producing fish, and the rest of the marks that I've fished are not really producing anything at all, which is strange, like, but it is what it is. Oh, the tide's perfect. It's a full-on westerly wind, like directly west. You couldn't ask for any better conditions for bass, like, off this mark. On this particular mark I'm on, you need to see big, unless you're wasting your time, like. So at some point today, I have a good feeling I will get a bite, or several bites. I don't know. You don't know what you're going to get, like. I screwed myself up yesterday when I said I was going to catch a cod. Well, I said I was going to catch a cod, a smooth hound, a dogfish, and a bass. I caught a bass, but I didn't get a smooth hound or a cod or a dogfish, like. Never mind. I mean, I don't want dogfish. It was just a thought that by the conditions that I've had in the past on that Pacific mark, that's what I thought I might have caught, like. Never mind. I think when the tide bottoms out, I'm going to keep the best of the crab bait for the flood. So what I might do is, when the tide's at its crappiest, basically in terms of the session, I'll switch to worm bait, and I'll just use some lug up and just see what happens. I'm currently now using crab while the tide's just about ebbing out, because there's a bit of water there, so there might be still fish there. But as I say, in my past experience, I've never really done well on the ebb on this mark. Always on the flood. Oh, there's a bite. I've actually just got a bite there. Hasn't come back, but it was just like a thump. He hasn't dropped slack or anything. He hasn't come back either. Judging by the bite, potentially a small codling, the way it was thump, it gave that thump there. Good sign though, good sign. As I say, I've never really had bites or anything on the ebb, like, so that was quite encouraging to see that. So so I'll let you know, guys, if there's anything else to report. Right guys, second cast. I just had a bite that just nearly took the rod in. I couldn't get to the stand. Sorry, I couldn't get the camera on because the rod was ready to go into the brink, like. I've just caught a fish that I've never caught on this mark before. Just got a smooth hound here. Probably about 5 or 6 pounds or something. You know, about 5 pounds or something like that. Spot on. He wasn't actually hooked properly. The line was wrapped round where his gills are, so I hope he goes back all right. And the hook was like in his pectoral here on the right hand side, so I hope he goes back okay. But it's a species of fish that I've never had off this mark before. I thought it was a nice bass, like it, but I seen he come up out there very early, and I knew what it was like. I've seen its fin, its dorsal and everything, so never mind. But nice smooth hound to start the session off, and plus tide's going back as well, so it's one of the first fish I've ever had off this mark on the ebb as well. So yeah, spot on, guys. So I'm going to get this guy put back, and hopefully we can get that elusive bass, possibly a cod that we're after. Spot on. So catch you in a bit, guys. Right then guys, just had a good cracking, well, a good thump of and a slack line bite. It's resulted in a nice bass. The hook's literally just popped out there. Might be about, Jesus Christ, it's been spiked. I'm trying to get that sun out of the way, like, so you can see what's going on. That'll be a bit later. There we go, my big head's gonna have to try and block the sun. Here we are guys, a nice, that sun's doing my head in. I can't get the friggin' right. No matter what I do, I can't get the sun out of it, like. That's gonna have to try and do with that. There you go guys, I've had a bass there, maybe about 2.5 pounds or something like that. Just as I say, just on crab. Nice thumping slack line bite, just bam bam bam, and then loads of slack line. Just on crab. I've just chucked lug out there because the tide's starting to it's starting to ebb out big time, like, but at least I've just got a fish there, like. As I say, it was just lip hooked as well. Just slightly smaller from the fish I caught last night, but it's still a nice bass anyways guys. So I'm just gonna put this guy in the pool and get him revived, and then I'll go and release him. So yeah, nice nice bass there guys. So it's about 2.5 pounds or something like that. Happy days. So I'll go and get him revived guys. Catch you in a bit. Alright guys, I've just got down, well, it's just gone, literally just gone low water now, and yeah, it's what I expected to happen has happened. As is, obviously the tide's bared out now, so the bite, I've had no bites whatsoever. Bait's just coming back untouched. It's a massive, absolute massive bonus getting 2 fish on the ebb, like. That was a massive bonus, because I don't really get fish on the ebb on this mark. As I say, first cast I got a thump but never come back. Second cast got that hound. Third cast got that bass, and then after that it's just bared out too much. It's just emptied out completely. So it's literally just gone low water now. As you can see, the tides. This here, all this ground here, is what I want. Ideally, I want to be fishing into when the tide floods in. Because right now I think I'm casting onto sand, like, and so what we need is, we need this tide to push in again, get back on the high ground behind me, a little bit of depth of water, and the fish should come back on, like. I think it's starting to come in now, because I can see the pools in amongst this area, they're starting to fill up, so it's slowly starting to come in. I probably won't get any bites until I get back on the high ground behind me, just as it fills up, and yeah, hopefully you get another bass or another hound or something. Ideally want a better sized bass, but you can't pick what fish you catch, like, can you? So yeah, so that's just a little bit of an update guys, so I'll catch you in a bit if there's anything else to report. Right guys, as soon as the tide's turned, I've had a little bit of action. I had a bite before, which was more just like a foot, and I hooked into it, and then it come off halfway in. It didn't feel like a hound or a bass, it actually felt a bit cuddy, because it was just like giving little nods. It wasn't like flying around everywhere like a hound or a bass would. But and then second cast after that, I've just chucked in, and I've just got another smooth hound, slightly bigger fish than the first one I had. Just started this one. I'm pretty sure the first one I had before was a stray. But yeah, here, another smooth hound. Great fight as well in the surf. It started off at like 11 o'clock and it ended up at like 9 o'clock when it was fighting. But there you go guys, fantastic. Obviously just on crab as well. Bit of ties there. Spot on. Nice sturdy smooth hound guys. The tide is coming in now, I can see it pushing. Starting to push around these areas, so I'm going to get another trace baited up and move my gear up top there. But just as I predicted, as soon as the tide started turning, the fish would come on. But as I say, I've never had smooth hounds on this mark before. This is the first two I've ever had off here. So there's obviously some about, like, you know what I mean, it must like coming into this type of ground. But bloody hell, he just nearly kicked my camera stand over. Well, I'll be cut actually. I don't know if that's by pulling him through the rocks or what, like. There you go, guys. Spot on. So I'm going to get him returned now, guys, and hopefully we'll get some more. So yeah, so I'll catch you in a bit. Right, guys, I've just got hound number 3. I'm sorry I can't get these on camera, but they're just tearing the rod over, so I won't have enough time to put the camera on because my rod will be going in the brink, like. Slightly smaller hound, but nevertheless it's another fish. As I say, I'm targeting bass tonight, bass and cod, and I'm getting hounds. It's my third one. As I say, I've never had them off this mark before, so it's all new to me, this, like, these being here, but never mind. Still lovely fish, aren't they? Say this shan's about £4 or something like that. But yeah, I think the one I caught before was maybe about 6ish, I'd say. Another starry as well. The cast before I got this, I had another a foot and slack line. It looked like a bass bite, like. It definitely wasn't a smooth hound bite, because when these have been biting, the rods have just been locking over, and that's it. So yeah, another show, guys. Fantastic. So I will try my best to get as much on camera reeling them in, but honestly, I can't take the chance of my rod being towed in there. So there you go. Fantastic. So I'm going to get a steal of this fish, and then I'm going to get him returned, guys. So catch you in a bit. Right then, guys, that's me done for tonight's session. Probably won't be fishing for maybe a week or so now, like. As I say, quite that camera. Oh well, the last one, Babby, and that's just come back today, so got all this tonight. So yeah, so I won't be out for about a week or something, maybe even longer, because I know her dad's having surgery, so everyone's going to be busy. So, but anyways, I was expecting more bass tonight. It was a decent start, like, when I got one third cast. I thought we'll definitely get them on the flood when you normally get them, but it wasn't to be. I had three smooth hounds, which I've never had off that mark before. A bass. I missed 2 thump bites, which I dropped slack line. One of them that I lost halfway in, but it didn't feel like a bass or a hound. It felt more coddy. It was just giving odd little thumps and they come off halfway in, but you never know, it could have been a bass, but I've got a funny feeling it wasn't, like. I mean, I'm walking up now and that tide's perfect, like, absolute perfect. Maybe the size of the tide, maybe, because I do like smaller tides, so that mark have just come off there, so the water doesn't bottom out. Kind of holds the fish in there still, but never mind, still had fish, so it doesn't matter. So thanks for watching, guys, and please like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video again. So catch you in a bit, guys. Tight lines.